All right, welcome back. Today we're diving into a tool called Hix AI. Now, on the surface, it looks like just another AI writing assistant, packed with all the usual stuff. But there's one feature, one very specific skill it has, that's stirring up a ton of buzz and a whole lot of controversy. So let me just ask you this. What if your AI writer could actually outsmart an AI detector? I mean, really think about that. It's a simple question, right? But the implications are huge, and it's the single biggest reason Hix.ai has gotten so much attention. Okay, so let's get into what this thing actually is. Hix.ai calls itself an all-in-one AI writing copilot. Now, it's definitely trying to play in the same sandbox as the big names you already know, but its whole approach is fundamentally different. And this right here is the key difference. You know, a tool like ChatGPT is a generalist. It's a single, really powerful chatbot you can talk to about almost anything. Hix AI? It's a specialist. You gotta think of it less like a conversation partner and more like a giant toolbox with, get this, over 120 different tools, each one built for a very specific job. So how does it do that? Well, it's what we call a wrapper platform. That means it isn't some brand new AI model built from the ground up. Instead, it wraps around existing powerful models, yep, like GPT-4, and packages them into this really slick, user-friendly product. It's basically a service layer sitting on top of all that raw AI power. So inside that toolbox, you've got things you'd probably expect, right? A browser extension, a tool for cranking out SEO content, even a homework helper. But it's the tool that they're most famous for that really tells you the whole story of this platform. And that brings us to the one feature that completely changes the game, its ability to create writing that's designed to be undetectable by AI scanners. They've even got a name for it, Hix Bypass. This is their flagship product, and they call it the Humanizer. I mean, that name alone tells you pretty much everything you need to know about what it's trying to do. And look, they are not shy about this. Their stated goal, right on their website, is to make AI-generated text pass as 100% human-written on major detectors like Turnitin, the one universities use, or GPT-0. The entire selling point is invisibility. So how does it work? Well, the humanizing process takes text that an AI has already written, and then it rewrites it again. It specifically looks for those predictable, kind of robotic patterns and sentence structures that AI detectors are trained to sniff out, and it scrambles them just enough to make them look human. Okay, so we know what it does, but how would you actually use it? Let's walk through the whole workflow, from typing in a simple prompt all the way to getting a piece of humanized text out the other side. It's really just a four-step process. First, you pick a tool and you put in your details. Step 3, you generate the AI text. But it's that final step, step 4, that's the whole reason we're here. You take that text and you run it through Hix Bypass to humanize it with the explicit goal of evading detection. And using this method, you can create pretty much anything. SEO blog posts, social media captions, automated emails. And well, this brings us to the elephant in the room, the most ethically controversial use case, generating essays for school that are specifically designed to be undetectable. Naturally, a feature that's all about invisibility comes with some pretty serious hidden costs. So let's talk about the major risks and red flags that come with using a tool like this. The biggest, most obvious concern, without a doubt, is academic integrity. I mean, this tool is being aggressively marketed to students as a way to get around the exact systems their schools use to make sure the work is original. So, what's the actual risk for a student who uses this? Well, first off, submitting work made this way is a direct violation of academic integrity policies at basically every single university, period. Second, it's not even a sure thing. AI detectors and these bypass tools are in a constant arms race, so what passes today might get flagged tomorrow. And that puts students at a very real risk of failing, getting suspended, or even expelled. And beyond the classroom, there are other big concerns to think about. Because Hix is a wrapper, your data is passing through multiple hands, from you to Hix to the AI model provider and then all the way back. This middleman risk means it is definitely not the place for any sensitive info. On the business side of things, a lot of user reviews say it can be really difficult to cancel a subscription. And finally, it's just good to know that the company is based in Singapore, so it operates under Singaporean tech laws. So, when you look at what it does and all the risks involved, a really clear picture starts to form. of who this tool is actually for. It's all about understanding its very specific niche in a super crowded AI market. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this. The goal of a standard AI tool like ChatGPT is to help you create high-quality original content. The goal of Hix Ai, especially when you use Hix bypass, is totally different. Its main job is to rewrite text for one very specific reason: to get past an AI detector. So ultimately, Hix AI isn't really a general writing assistant. It's a specialist utility tool built for the very, very specific niche of what you could call stealth writing. It's for users whose number one goal is to fly under the radar of AI detection filters. And that just leaves us with this one fascinating and maybe kinda unsettling question. In a world where one AI is doing the writing and another AI is trying to detect it, what does the word original even mean anymore?